We continually review everything we do, and it's delivered in the best way possible. Workforce model, right? Obviously, we need the staff in the organization. Right? Are they being used in the best way that we can? Do they have the best resources available to them? Right? We spoke about some of the demand issues coming forward. We also need to make sure that their health and well-being is looked after as well, because we don't want them falling over as well. Income maximization, absolutely making sure, right, where we can generate the income, right, we absolutely doing that as well. But that also links into debt recovery as well, right, and where people owe us the money as well, making sure that everyone pays us back. And where they can't pay us back, we have the mechanisms in place. But if they won't pay us back, I have to be crystal clear, that debt will be recovered, right? Because it's not fair on everybody else who pays, and individuals who have the resources and the means to pay are choosing not to pay, right? And that's just a message, to make clear, right, that we will be chasing that debt, and everyone in this room, right, needs to make sure that every department is looking at their debt levels, okay, and making sure that we're working to recover some of that debt as well. Like I said, we should not be letting people who have to pay us, right, get away with things. And I want that to be absolutely clear to everyone. Residents' experience, and the channel shift, how we interact. Every interaction we have with our residents, right, should be the best experience that it can be. And we learn from every experience, every interaction, every communication, every engagement we have, to make it the best it can be, and to make sure we as an organization are responsive to the needs and the attention that people need going forward as well. Lane rental scheme, the amount of complaints that we've been getting about some of the utility companies, right? I'm not going, I cannot mince my words. Some of these utility companies, right, are taking the flipping biscuit with us, right, and causing untold nuisance and problems, right, and delays, right, to every single resident in this borough. Right, making it impossible for most of us to get around, making it impossible for some of the emergency services to get around, and they need to be held accountable as well. And I will use every lever possible to make sure we hold them to account, because it's not right that they get away with causing us problems, and it's their failures, right, that are causing those problems, right, and our residents should not be at the brunt of their failures. Asset utilization, making sure every property, everything that we have at our disposal is getting the best outcomes for us, and also we're working with our community organizations. It doesn't mean that everyone will get things for free, or will get it at peppercorn rent. It will be based on what they can deliver for the people of Brent, and the opportunities for those residents as well. Like I said, it's about maximizing every opportunity, right, so that everyone is working together to deliver those best outcomes. Subsidy loss reduction. How do we make sure when it comes to housing, we're using everything possible and opportunities with our landlords and others, so that we don't have that subsidy loss. Homelessness. It just goes back to what we're trying to do in making sure that the opportunities around building the best homes that we can, for our residents, right, and continuing that process of giving people hope, ambition, aspiration continues. Housing benefit claim reduction. It's another thing about how do we support people, right, to lift themselves up as well. Right, it's how do we make sure when it comes to creating jobs, giving them the right employment, improving their skills. There's so much that we can do with working with every single partner business in the borough, with our developers, and people investing in Brent. It has to be about taking those opportunities. Do not let anything slip by. And if something does go wrong, we need to learn from from those errors, and make sure it just doesn't happen again. The residents of Brent need our help. We are one of the best influencers and the best people who can actually impact on people's lives. And this budget is part of that process of improving people's lives, giving them that hope, creating that ambition. So, as I said earlier, so some of our young people are going to some of the best colleges and universities out there. And we need to build upon that success across all areas. And this is what this budget is all about. Making sure we continue the best that we can and repay that debt to the people of Brent who have entrusted us with their vote by keeping us as the administration. And hopefully the opportunities the opportunities we have in front of us are there. But it's all down to us that we take those opportunities and build on the success that we've had in Brent so far, and